Good morning. It's Tuesday. We done made it another day, y'all. One more day, one more chance. So Transformation Tuesday, right? Transformation Tuesday. What I realized, my bad. Word is a cycle. This is a great song, right? What I realized in transforming, right? You transform the belief, which changes the action, which changes the result, right? You say, instead of saying, I'm going to do this because, I don't like these things, right? No, I like these things, and because I like these things, I'm going to do it, right? So now, thought process changes, action changes, result changes, right? You become more dedicated, you become more committed, you become more joyous, right? The effects of transformation. Again, when you go to work and you're like, I have to go to work, you're going to drudge going to work. You're going to be like, oh my God. And normally you're going to have not the greatest day. Now, if you still have a positive mindset and work is just not what you want it to be, then change what you do because you are not a tree. But I digress, right? Transformation Tuesday. We are all meant to be similar, right? We've all gone through similar heartaches, relationship breaks, losses in the family. We all mourn superstars like Kobe Bryant and his daughter, like Michael Jackson, like Bernie Mac, like lots of people. The list goes on, right? And in those moments, we realize we are the same. We are very similar, but not the same. Like, how I do things is how I do things. But how I do things can affect and maybe help how you do things, right? One moment, pump the gas. Awesome. Thank you for your patience. Transformation Tuesday. We are all similar, right? We've all been with a person, multiple people. We've all made mistakes. We've all had successes. We've all had losses. We've taken big blows, little blows. We've had people turn their backs on us. We've had people that we didn't even realize show up for us. We've done a lot of the same things, right? Because the world is a cycle, right? There's nothing new under the sun. I really like the song this morning, right? He says, be good. Be good and do good. And I said this the other day, right? I saw this meme that was like, everyone that comes into contact with you should be greater after leaving you, because all we're doing is sowing seeds. So if all my seeds that I sow are positivity and they land on fertile ground, right, somebody's going to pass that forward, and all that positive energy will eventually make its way back to me. So it's in my best interest to spread as many seeds of positivity as I can, so that when it's time, great risings, Queen. I can't wait to see you this weekend. I'm super excited. The more you do positive, the more you receive positive. Why? Because it feels good to do good. It feels good to be good. Like I tell my kids, we listen, be respectful, and do our very best. Let's not do our very best at being malicious. Let's doing our very best at doing right. Right? We know what's right from wrong, and if we don't, we learn. We learn from our mistakes. We learn to take criticism. We learn to honor the parts of us that are not where we want them to be. We learn to honor the mistakes that we made as lessons as opposed to mistakes, right? We learn that, hey, it happens. Because, like I tell my oldest, he's in 2nd grade, don't get frustrated because you don't know. Baby, you don't know. And that was where you learn. So don't get frustrated because you don't know. Continue learning. Continue trying. Figure out your life hacks within your own life, right? Figure out the thing that is going to make you do the thing that you want to do, that's going to commit you, that's going to dedicate you, whatever you need to say or tell yourself to become that thing, so you can receive the benefits of the discipline that you so greatly deserve, right? The discipline of treating your body well, eating healthy, exercising, meditating, stretching, taking a pause, relaxing. All of these things are pivotal to our existence. And yet, we tend to give it out more than we give it to our own self. And because we are the only person we can control, right, sometimes we forget that you're the only one that can make it happen. Faith without works is dead. You are the living word. Living, meaning movement, meaning bend and stretch and move, and most importantly, don't forget to breathe. When you're in a tense situation, breathe. When you're frustrated, breathe. When you're scared, breathe. When you're in love, breathe. Right? When you're working out, breathe. When you're doing cardio, breathe. When you're doing strength training, breathe. When you're doing yoga, breathe. Breath is life. Continue to live. Remember, on this Transformation Tuesday, it's a day-by-day thing. You've got to be committed for the rest of your life. It's not, 6 months till I get flatter abs, or 2 weeks till I lose XYZ. I want to live like this until I don't live anymore, because that's what's going to happen. I want to make sure that in addition to loving everybody that I love and caring for everybody that I love, that I first and foremost care and love myself, because I have to live with me. I reside in this brain, and in there is my I own it. It's my dominion. Whatever I say goes. So whatever you say in your mind goes. If you say you can't, that goes. It flies. It works. I mean, you may not like the result of that thought, but it works. So whatever you say goes in your mind. What are you going to tell yourself today? What move are you going to make today? Now, I told somebody yesterday, regardless of what you think, right? When you really, really want something, right? You will make everything happen. If you're like, yo, I'm short $200, you will begin to ask people you didn't think you would ever ask for help, for assistance, for guidance, or whatever the case may be. But when you don't want it, there will be every excuse in the world. Man, I gotta go close the refrigerator. I gotta take a nap. Like, everything will come up to hinder you from doing that thing. So you must make a choice. Begin to live the life that you want, so that you will knock down every obstacle, so that you will transform your mind, your body, your spirit, and go after the things you deserve. Because the funny thing is, right, time is all we have and don't. Right? Time is all we have. We have who knows how much, right? Who knows how much? I could have just today, or I could have 60 years, right? I'm blessed to see 33. But what happens if I don't see more? You know? What happens? How will I have lived my life? How will you have lived your life if you don't see tomorrow? What will you do today that will be like, okay, what do they say when they go to the gates for judgment and all you want to hear is job well done? Have you given everything that you could possibly give within 24 hours? Have you first given to yourself? Because you cannot give to anybody until you first give to yourself. Why? Because how can you love your neighbor as you love yourself if you are not correctly, properly, and fully loving yourself? It's impossible. I can't lead by example. I can't show you. You can't show anyone how to love you unless you show yourself how you want and deserve to be loved. What does that look like to you? What life does that look like to you? How does that life make you feel? And embody that feeling now. Remember, Transformation Tuesdays, we are all meant to be similar. So, if there's a life that you desire, Find the person that has it and ask them questions. Like I said yesterday, be vulnerable. Or if you are that person that sees somebody that is trying to or headed down the same path that you were headed down, and they look a little shaky, a little scared, a little unknowing, because we are learning and we don't know everything, ask them if they need help. Offer your services to them. Don't beat them over the head. Be like, hey, these are the things I know, and here's how I can help you. Now, granted, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. But at least lead the horse to the water. Show him the way as much as you can, because everybody that comes in contact with you should be better from your presence afterwards. You should be a blessing to everyone, because again, that blessing will come around, because the world is a cycle. You do good, you be good, you receive good, right? You become vulnerable, you open up, you let the walls down, and you learn how to let the bad out and the good in, right? You learn to honor the lesson and not the mistake, right? You don't beat yourself up for what you perceived as a wrongdoing on your own part. The benefits, right, of transformation is that when you change the belief of what you're doing, if I believe that I eat healthy, I will live a healthy life, right? Then you begin to eat healthy. Why? Because you believe that eating healthy will lead you to have a healthy life. If you believe that exercising once a day, twice a day will get you the body that you desire, then you will begin to exercise once a day, twice a day, because what you desire requires that action, which required that thought. As a man thinketh, so shall he be, right? I think, therefore I am. So, what will you do differently today? What change will you make? What choice will you make today on Transformation Tuesday? How will you pour into your life with these 24 hours that we are given? Because hopefully we have all 24 to live, right? Now remember, today is a day to move and bend and stretch, and I teach tonight at the Mamba Room on 21st Street in Ghent at 6:30. I hope that you make a choice to come and move, put the world on pause, and show them your body and your mind who means boss. I'll check you later. Have a great day. Peace.